everyone. My name is Kara Laczynski, and I am an independent Scentsy Family Star Director. I have been with Scentsy since August of 2009, and I've loved every second of it. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about myself and my wives. And you can see my two kids in the back. They're my biggest. They are Cole and Madison, and they're not my babies anymore, but they're still my babies. When they were little, my husband bought me an embroidery machine because I was a stay-at-home mom and I was very crafty, and he got it for me so I could make cute things for my kids. Well, my family and friends saw me making all these little cute things and they wanted them too. So my fun business turned into a business business. I ended up monogramming for literally 7 stores in town, and I had embroidery customers coming in and out of my house daily. The only time I did not work was the weekends. That was my kids' time. And I was busy constantly. I literally worked until 2 o'clock in the morning every night, and then I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning with my kids when they were going to school and got them ready, did the mommy thing, then come home and started work, and I did my work till 2 o'clock in the morning. Same routine every day, every day, every day. Well, like I said, my business was blooming. I had candles in my house like crazy because I was a candle fanatic. I love smell good things. I just enjoy it. And my family does too. And plus, I wanted my house to smell good when I had my customers coming in and out. Well, with little ones and we have pets, fire scared me. The flames scared me. But I was very careful. But I also can tell you there's been several times I've turned around and come home and blown out a candle and then ran back out. I know we all have, us candle freaks have. Well, long story short, I have a girlfriend, and her name is Shanna Giles. She's now my sponsor. Hey, Shanna, got to give you a shout out. She introduced me to Scentsy, and I tried it, and we put in Irish cream, which is my all-time favorite. But anyhow, that night I plugged it in, and my house smelled wonderful. And I got to give Scentsy credit. It smelled awesome. And I was like, okay, I like this. But you know what? I still wasn't sold on it. I still love my candles that much. And anyhow, that night at 7 o'clock, I turned it off, and I also unplugged it, went to bed. Like I said, I wasn't sold on Scentsy still. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the aroma. I enjoyed it. I wasn't sold on it. I went to bed. 5:30 the next morning, I wake up, and guess what? I still smelled Irish cream. At that very moment, I was sold on Scentsy. Haven't burned another candle in my house since. I gave Shanna my order that I wanted. It came in, loved it. Had my Scentsy throughout the house. My embroidery customers would come in and they'd question, what is that? And I would tell them, and they're like, oh, we want that too. And I'm like, okay, here's her number. Give her a call. They're like, no, we don't want it. We want you to sell it to us because we've been with you forever. We want it from you. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to sell Scentsy. I didn't want any parts of Scentsy whatsoever as far as that goes. I had too much on my plate. I also, with my embroidery business, I also had an auditing job where I audited checkbooks for this company. And I've been doing it for 14 years. So with 14 years of that, my embroidery business and 2 little ones and a husband, I was busy. So I told them, okay, it was just those 3 girls, and I thought, okay, I'll spend $99 to get into the company to buy them their Scentsy so they'd be happy. So I did just that, and the 4 of us was content, had no problems. Oh, was I wrong. The good Lord had more plans for me, and so did Scentsy. I didn't even realize it, but my customers were telling their friends, and they were telling their friends, and so on and so on. Kind of like that shampoo commercial from years ago. You know, you tell your 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends, and so on. But anyhow, my business was growing, and I didn't really realize it at the time. And I'd be putting in the orders for everybody and enjoying it, but still had my embroidery business to do and my auditing business. Well, got a phone call one day, and I lost my auditing job. Not because I was awful or anything. The economy blew my job out of the water. They couldn't afford me anymore, so they had to give me up. And I understand that. So that's one of those things where one door closes, another one opens. Get my drift here? So I called Shanna and I said, what do I do? How do I make real money with Scentsy? I was making, $50 here, $100 here. But I said, okay, how does this work? How does this work to make real money? She told me what I needed to do. I needed to become a director. I started working hard, started recruiting, just basically and honestly telling people how much I love the product and let them use it and let them try it just like she did with me. People naturally fall in love with it. Well, I'm happy to say Scentsy has been such a blessing to my family and I that I don't have to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning anymore to do embroidery work. 3 years ago, I got to close those embroidery doors and say goodbye. I was my own boss then. I didn't have to listen to any of those stores anymore. I didn't have to listen, oh, Kara, hey, can you put in this rush order for me? Sorry, store's closed. I still love my embroidery customers to this very day. If it wasn't for them, Lord knows where I would be with this business. They got me started, and for them I'm very grateful. But I'm telling you, Scentsy is the biggest blessing in my world. And I know that might sound kind of crazy, but if you listen to other Scentsy consultants, each of us has a story. And I tell you what, each of our whys changes daily. Well, maybe not daily, but it changes. Mine's changed several times, and it's still continuing to change today. God is good is all I've got to say. God is good. But you also learn to have so many new friends. I was the shyest person in the world. I lived behind my embroidery machine. I didn't want to have anything to do with the direct sale business, but I made it work for my family and I because we needed the extra money. I was able to take my husband to Punta Cana on a free, all-inclusive trip. We had the best time for a week, all because of Scentsy. I could have never done that. I mean, hello. This company is fabulous beyond means. You can make it as much as you want it to make it. You can make it as little as you wanted to make it. If you're someone who just wants to go get their hair done, you got it. Make as much money as you want to get your hair done. If you want to be the person to make a house payment, a car payment, you can do it. Scentsy is endless. Scentsy has endless possibilities for you. And if you want to try it, I'm here to help you every step of the way. Because I'm telling you, it has been the biggest blessing to me. And I've got to thank Carol, my superstar director, for getting me out of the shell a little bit more because, as I said, I'm extremely shy, and this is so not me to do this. But Scentsy, huge blessing, huge blessing. But thank you so much for listening to me and my story. And this is my information. If you want to ever get in contact with me, this is me. I hope you can see it. That's me. And if you ever need me, feel free to contact me. I'm here for you all the way. And I have to add this too. Remember, the camera always adds 10 pounds. Love y'all. Good night.